You know what? Since niggas don't like my podcast, fuck you too. Niggas wanna fucking run around and broadcast when I'm trying to motherfucking podcast. Yeah, gotta give a shout out to my podcast cause it's lit. For those who like it, eat a dick. For those who do, share that shit. Yeah! Yo, it's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. This another Shizzy Lit podcast. You understand me? I'm educating y'all today. This is for all my podcasting peers, future podcasters, and all that shit on the verge, whatever. If you thought about podcasting, you're thinking about podcasting, you started and you stopped and all that, that's all right, that's cool. I'm going to give y'all the information y'all need to know. First of all, podcast. What is the definition of a podcast? You know, feel me? And Google says the definition of a podcast is a multimedia digital file distributed over the internet to be watched and listened to on a computer, iPod, or other device. A radio program distributed exclusively over the internet and listened to on people's iPod is an example of a podcast. So I just gave you the definition and an example. You dig me? So we're going to go even farther than that and shit. What is the purpose of a podcast, you may ask? You feel me? And it is simply put, a podcast is another method to entertain, humor, and educate. They are all sound with no distraction coming from how people look and dress like you might get from watching a TV show or film. Most podcasts come in the form of series just like a television show and are broken down into. So that is the purpose. You know what I mean? Some people may have wondered that. You dig me? So let me see. They say, what are other words? That's a question a lot of people want to know. What are other words? Because somebody might be talking about a podcast and use another word and you think it's some other shit. It's just a podcast. Other describing a podcast is webcast, audiocast, dodcast, mobcast, show, webinar, webisode, presentation, program, or production. You know, the other words you can use and shit. You know what I mean? So the breakdown is, whatever you do over the internet, you know, feel me? Like radio content over the radio in a series form or some type shit like that. I mean, over the internet, you dig? So it's basically podcasting. That's the difference between like a radio show, you know what I mean? TV show and all that. If it's distributed over the internet, you know, feel me? Solely over the internet, you mean? That's a podcast and shit. Once it jump over to the radio broadcasting and TV broadcasting and shit, it becomes what it becomes then. But until then, there's a podcast. In case y'all didn't know that, you dig me? Any motherfucking way. What else I got? You know what I mean? What do podcasts talk about? You know, that's any and everything, the personality of the podcast hosts and the guests and all that shit. That's the beauty of a podcast. You make your own podcast, you do and talk about what you want to and shit. Debate back and forth with your audience and all that shit. But it's basically you the boss, you run everything. You know, feel me? A lot of people had podcasts and they got a nice little deal and then they have all the creativity they had. They couldn't do anything they want no more and shit because they linked up with a network and shit. You giving people the motherfucking power to tell you what to do. You feel me? And they give you the power of the money. So it's a motherfucking even exchange sometimes. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it don't. If you like my show because of what I was doing, then you motherfucking pay me. Why the fuck you changing my show into a whole nother show if you like what you heard? You feel me? That's the type shit I can't really, you know what I mean? And another question is, do you have to pay for a podcast and shit? You know what I mean? I mean, you know. What they asked me, smallbusinesschronicle.com said music fans who are used to purchasing songs through iTunes may be accustomed to paying $1 or more per song, but podcasts are almost always completely free. In some cases, while you may be able to receive the newest edition of podcasts for free after you subscribe, the previous editions of shows may cost money. You know what I mean? So that's when, you know, a podcast start blowing up and all that shit. And they start, you know, giving you private content that only subscribers and shit that subscribe to the podcast can get for free and shit. You feel me? Like, if you don't subscribe, you can still listen to shit, you feel me, that you'll put up there publicly. But it's gonna be some like interviews you want to hear, motherfucking shit from exclusive audio and all that type that you won't be able to see until you set podcast. Basically what they said, I just break it down into words niggas can understand and for myself also, you feel me? So, I'm just trying to get y'all the podcast 101, you feel me, and shit, you know what I mean, for the startup game, you mean? So, and of course motherfuckers always want to know, all right, podcast, so who was the highest paid podcaster and shit? And this has been the answer for a minute. You feel me? The boy Joe Rogan, his podcast called The Joe Rogan Experience and shit. In 2019, the highest earning podcaster in the world was The Joe Rogan Experience by Joe Rogan, which made $50 million that year and reportedly had almost 200 million downloads per month. Goddamn! See, there you go. So, you know what I mean? Money talks. You know what I mean? Literally in the podcast game, money taught me. So yeah, man, you can't discourage shit. You know what I mean? There's 155 zillion podcasts out and shit. So if you gonna decide to podcast and shit, don't expect to blow up and be like Joe Rogan shit straight off top and shit. You striving to be better. You just full force and shit. Don't even necessarily worry about the numbers and all that shit. You feel me? Go. Full speed ahead, nigga. Don't look back, nigga. Go. Nigga, like you already got a motherfucking deal from fucking Warner Brothers or somebody. Like you done got 100 million. And you just tell you the motherfucker record. Go. Don't buy no numbers. Don't get discouraged by what another podcaster doing. Don't worry about none of that shit. Go put that work in. Something gonna pop off for you. You feel me? I'm telling you, it's all about putting in that work, man. You might think a motherfucker corny and shit and ask yourself, how the fuck you'll get on? Cause that nigga put in work. You sitting around hating and motherfucking debating and motherfucking contemplating and motherfucking procrastinating and all that type shit like that. These niggas out here putting in work and shit. You feel me? So clown or not, these niggas getting that paper because you gotta put in work. It's all about putting in work no matter what you do. You got to pay the dues and put in work. You feel me? Niggas don't want to put in the work, but always want the motherfucking shine and shit. You feel me? You just want to shine. Niggas just see the shine. Niggas don't be seeing the work put behind the shine and the grind. Come on, man. It's the grind, then the shine. You got to grind and shine. This isn't anything. So the podcast joint, man, I carry that shit like I'm on already. Like I got bidding war over my show. I goes in, shorty. Like, I feel bad when I ain't doing nothing towards the show. If it got to be some advertising, marketing, fucking production, something. I got to be doing something towards that joint. You feel me? It might not seem like it's going to pay off right now. But that's what your faith and your determination and shit. You just got to keep going, keep advertising. Just whoever you come across, they got to know about your podcast, man. The right person hear your shit. Off to the races and all different places and shit. You know what I mean? So I just be trying to give niggas, good info. I be trying to have y'all entertained, laugh and all that shit, but at the same time, right? I be trying to educate y'all too. I just do it in my way. Be a little vulgar and sometimes I use a lot of profanity, but that's how I talk. And that's how I came up. You feel me? And I know there's a lot of people that talk like me and hear people that talk like me. So this podcast is for you. And even if you don't talk like that and hear people talk like that, you can still learn something and get entertainment for it. Sometimes you want to see and hear shit that you would never do. That's entertaining and shit. So holla at your boy. Remember this shit from Shizzy Lit Pod. And you know about the podcast and in and outs and shit. And it's only the first one, the first educational podcast educational shit, you feel me? Just for everybody that want to be in the podcast game, you dig? It ain't gonna be easy. I know that. But y'all motherfuckers got to keep it on the ground, keep it on your mind, get a niche mind, you feel me? Work it all the time. It's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle, just talking hella shit as usual. And y'all like it, and I love it. You dig me? I'm out. Yo, it's your boy OG Shizzy Brills, and everybody go check out Shizzy Lit Podcast on Spreaker.com if you want to rock with your boy when he go live. But you can also catch me on any of your favorite streaming platforms. I'm everywhere, baby. Shizzy Lit Podcast, Shizzy Lit Vlogcast 2021. Holla at me. Yeah, dig.